Hello again, guys. This time we've got another Daytona race, but this time it's with a different racing league, Apex League Racing. So a different league, same race. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Given that this time I've got an actually good car compared to the others that have selected bad cars. Okay, so because I changed the car at the last moment, I had skipped qualifying as a penalty. And now, as you can see, the poster didn't start. And I was expecting him to start, so that's why I didn't evade him, plus I didn't have space. And yeah, so then I was chasing the Indian in the Honda, who seems to be the teammate of LC Racing, who we'll talk about in a second. So LC Racing is going to have a very huge rivalry with me throughout this race. It's gonna be really fun, so I hope you can stick by and actually watch my video to see how fun the upcoming battle is going to be. Okay, so now let's get back to what is happening now. So I'm chasing the Indian. I'm planning to go up the inside, but he braked way too early, so I had to let him by because it would be a push to pass any other way. So now I had to gain back the time that he lost me for braking early, and I did nothing short of that, so I gained back that time pretty quickly on the very next turn. Now we have a very big straight, and the McLaren will not let me down because it's actually pretty good on the straights. So yeah, I'm going to catch up to him on the bus stop. So the McLaren did gain some time on its own, and now on the bus stop I was way faster in the turns. So much so as I was in
oh brother, this guy stinks!
The straights because of the car's abilities. So yeah, as you can clearly see, he blocked me, so I just kind of went with that. So right now I was gaining again. He blocked me again. I went from one side to another and got a place next to him. He unknowingly bumped me, but it's alright, that was unintentional. So now carry the car through the turn to keep your position without failing back. And after some time I had also caught up to the leader because he was serving a penalty. I don't know what kind of penalty he was serving, but yeah, I am P1 now in the Group 3 category, and soon the GT1 category cars are going to catch up to me. And so I let my teammate pass. Well, actually, yeah, that's my teammate. And then on my right side, what I thought was another GT1 car was actually my GT3 rival in this race. So I unknowingly and unwillingly so let him pass, meaning that I have to compensate for my unwilling mistake by trying to make up on the turns and next up on the straight. We were pretty even on this turn, seemingly so. Now I was gonna try to hit him up the inside, but he was fast as well. So much so that he actually went kind of wide, but he didn't really lose that much time for himself. And another group of GT1 cars passed us now, and I was in his slipstream and going to the outside and then the inside because I'm punting his mind basically. It's a famous move. Now braking, I expected him to brake late so that I would go up the inside, but he was actually good enough not so to do that, and he kept his position pretty well. So yeah, I was still following him on the slipstream. And now, impressively enough, the McLaren caught up again very quickly, and now we're side by side, and the McLaren again is fast enough to leave the Honda behind pretty easily as well. So now I'm alone. So now going up to the second turn of the track, I'm going to go a bit wide and he's going to go into the inside, and I'm not really gonna mess it up, meaning we will end up side by side. But since I have the inside on a left-hander flat out, I'm going to accidentally shoot him a bit wide, but that's why I braked to compensate for my mistake. And again, following up, I miscalculated the turn, and went a bit too wide for comfort, and then I had to catch up again. And I actually didn't really worry because the McLaren, like I said, is very fast. So after following the Honda for a bit, the McLaren has started to catch up very quickly on the straight, and now we were gonna be side by side on the bus stop, and I was gonna try to do something like the same move as before, but he brake checked me, which I think was not a fair move. But again, whatever, I did not really care because the McLaren was fast enough on the straights as it is, so it's fairer for him. Again, side by side. Now I'm gonna try and defend the inside on the upcoming turn. So yeah, now before the braking we're kind of side by side, and as I go to stay in the inside he does the same, and I think he pushed me a bit, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, now I'm still in the lead, strong, for now at least, because later I will go wide again for once more, and LC Racing is going to overtake me. I'm gonna have to keep trying to catch up right now, which for once can be annoying, and on the other hand is fun racing, so I can't ever say no to that. Okay, so I'm going to follow him up on the straight again, and at the end of it I'm going to catch up to him like usual. So now going up to the bus stop, I get a better entrance and exit on the turn, meaning I got a faster exit speed, meaning I'm catching up to him even faster. So now soon enough we're gonna end up again side by side in this amazing battle, but again the McLaren, because it is so much faster on the straights, is going to start pulling away quite gradually, and that means I'm going to have all the space on the turn 1 of the track. That's obviously an advantage, but the car has kind of started to slide, but I kind of managed to hold it in place. And yeah, so I kept the position going up to the second turn of the track. He dives up the inside, but I keep a steady position on the car, meaning that we are again side by side kind of, but the McLaren is pulling away again. That means I will have all the space to keep going well on the track, but I mess it up once more for another turn. But he went too harshly on the gas. That means we're side by side, and I'm gonna try to dive up the inside, but he kind of went wide, and because of that he braked to not go too wide, meaning he kind of made me punt him. But now again I'm following him on the slipstream, and we're side by side. The McLaren is pulling away, so I want to really congratulate this guy because he's managed to put up a good fight with a good car. So because the tires were very worn off by now, I was going very subtly through the bus stop, but I still managed to keep a settled position on the lead, and the McLaren is not gonna lose that much speed on this straight compared to the Honda that has the slipstream. I mean, it's going to put up a good fight. So as soon as the Honda was in the dirty air, he started losing time again, and now I was doing the same thing. He kind of tried to go up the inside of me. Whoa, that was strange. And I defended well, so I kept my position. Now skipping up some turns, the Honda will be going wide on the upcoming turn, so he's like kind of trying to catch up to me and failing at the same time. It's kind of hard to say, but yeah, I go up the inside again like usual. He makes a bit of a mistake on the gas, and then it's up to the next turn to see how it plays out. So pretty much he's gotten on the inside of the turn, and he has also gotten a better run up on the exit of the turn. So at the end of the straight and in the beginning of the bus stop will be kind of side by side, skipping a few seconds to rule out the boring parts. We're side by side. He got a better entry, but I'm gonna get a better exit. Now something like me going a bit wide happened, and I lost some speed because I came in contact with him, and also because of that, maybe the game thought that I went wide because of him and let me get away with abusing the track limits accidentally, of course. So that's kind of good for me for now, because I could have lost a lot of time on the next lap for serving the penalty. So after that I was in the lead, and that's kind of good for now. Again, right here I'm gonna do neither a wide nor narrow entry on the turn. It's what I would call a mid-entry to the turn. I don't know if that would be illegal now that I think about it, but I doubt it. So yeah, now I went wide. He tried to get up on the inside, but I was quick to counter and I messed up. This is where the battle ends, and after some laps LC Racing will be going to the pits, and I am quick to follow because I do not want to make any mistakes. For example, if I were to go earlier than him, it might end up in him still staying in the lead. But it wasn't actually that much of a problem, because if you would look into the refueling gauges, you will see that LC Racing had refueled to a full tank, which was a major mistake because you wouldn't need that much fuel. Okay, so while I was in the lead some laps after that, GT1 car took me out accidentally, but it was alright at the moment because I didn't lose that much time, so much so that I would actually lose my position. And then 2 laps after that fateful event, the tires seemed to have a bit of a temper tantrum and didn't want to have grip. So because I wanted to brake, they seemed to spin out, which I don't think is a reasonable way for me to be taken out by my own tires like that. It honestly doesn't make any sense. And not only that, I got a 1.5 second penalty. And then a small distance before the penalty line for serving that, I got another penalty for the track limits, as you saw previously. So that was even worse of a moment for me. It's like I'm not supposed to even remain on the lead. And so yeah, after that I lost the position because of losing too much speed. And so yeah, pretty much the battle is on again after losing my position. I was trying to gain some time to get a move on to the rival, so I'll speed it up here. So after a few turns I have caught up, and I was trying to do another go into the inside if I may, but he defended pretty well, I guess. So it was up to the car's speed to really get in front of LC Racing, which it managed pretty well. So yeah, LC Racing right here was trying to get into my slipstream as fast as possible to be ready for the bus stop. So now approaching the bus stop, LC Racing tried to get a move on, but I was quite too quick to catch up. Yeah, though my tires were lacking in the exit because softs do tend to last less than mediums at the end of a race. He did get a faster exit, but I did manage as much as I could with my soft tires. So yeah, right here he also had the slipstream, but it does seem like he was having some trouble catching up because, like I said, the McLaren is a fast car. So he kind of pushed me accidentally. We both went wide, but I want to be honest, I think I would have went wide anyway if I wasn't alone in this one too. But it doesn't matter. So he got the lead here. He tried to defend the inside, but I persisted, and I was the one to go on the inside and got the lead after that. Which was a pretty good move if you ask me, but this is where all of my success is going to see a downfall, because the leader of the GT1 category took me out, and I will be found on the wall with a 3-second penalty.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Being taken out as if it's my fault. So pretty much after that I lost the lead of a GT3 race, which would have been pretty cool because I started last and I would have finished first, but I can't have everything, I guess. So yeah, it was a good race, although I do feel guilty that I was getting in the lead only because of the car being good. But yeah, see you on the next one.